We'll just acknowledge Aquanella getting congeniality.
Aquanella.
Is that not her name?
Aquarella. Aquanella. Isn't Aquanella a hairspray?
It is Aquarella.
It's
I'm thinking
Aquarella.
Aquanetta.
I loved her in the Cheetah Girls.
Oh, fuck. Okay. So we'll just say not much happened in the reunion, but Aquarella got congenial.
Not Aquanetta.
Jesus Christ, kill me. Okay,
she loves food and she's from Texas.
Take me out back and shoot me. We gotta make it through. We gotta make it through.
Hi, hello everyone. Welcome in to That Sounds Gay, a podcast where we discuss every season of Drag Race. Last episode, we blasted through the first half of Drag Race Brasil, and today we are going to blast through the last half.
Brasil is a blast.
Brasil is different. My name is Jer, and the gay sound presented by Jesse today is... What was that?
That was supposed to be the scream at the beginning of Shiza, but
oh my god!
I think I made it a little too guttural. I think I should have done more head voice. The pause was me and my head going, "I don't speak German, but
can if you like."
It had to have a little more like Godlin to it, like.
Oh my god! I love Godlin.
Oh my god! What are you having me do? Oh my god!
When it was the reunion, and she's like, "My hair is frazzled." Trying to do her British accent, it was so good because that's basically my British accent too. It's awful. My British accent is rotten.
Fried and chopped.
Decimated.
Fish and chips.
Kate trying to explain Chippy Tea. And everyone in the room just like, this is less funny. It's not interesting.
They're like, you ruined it, actually.
I liked it before when I didn't know what it was. So last time, we talked about the first 5 episodes of Drag Race Brasil Season 1. We talked about split premieres, inconsistent girl groups, a woman named Delilah or Darushka or even Dallas.
Drizella.
Oh my
gosh, Dallas DeVille. See, no, Dallas DeVille is kind of giving.
That's her name. It's literally her name.
Like, she should have done that. I was like, wait, no, Dallas. I like that one.
Why did she name herself Dallas?
Maybe I don't remember calling her that because that is her name. Oh no.
Trixie!
Oh no. Oh no. Okay.
I'm dead. We talked about a green screen acting challenge, some very mid lip syncs, a heartfelt "You Are Not Alone" video challenge, and now we begin at episode 6, the Snatch Game, where Aquanetta of the Cheetah Girls is gone.
Stop that. Literally right before we started, we were like doing a rundown. We're like, okay. And I was like very earnestly like, okay. And then we talk about Aquanella getting miscongeniality. And they're like, Aquanella?
This is like when we could not remember Vanessa's name at all over again.
Van Cartier?
Yeah. Vanessa Van Cartier.
There's one every season.
My friend sent me a video of Vanessa. It was the post that she put on her Instagram story. You know who she was with? Patty Pam Pam. She was chilling.
International Patty Pam Pam. Treasure.
Mm-hmm. I love Patty Pam Pam.
Love me some Patty Pam Pam.
Obsessed. You know who I would love to see pop up somewhere? Megan Schoenbrod.
I love. Can I just say I loved you?
I loved you in Holland 1. Megan Schoenbrod, honey.
I hope she's doing well.
I hope she's slaying wherever she's at, whatever she's up to these days. So Aquarella is gone. A diva that I think we both enjoyed. I think she was fun.
A diva more.
A diva more. We both enjoyed. A diva more. And her message is, this is wild. It was unfair. There will be paint. I don't know what that means. I'm sure it was maybe a mistranslation. Naza, win this buffoonery. Thank you for the sisterhood, girls. And I wrote down in my notes because I'm brain rotted. And some buffoonery. It's funny that they keep referencing buffoonery going forward. I don't know if you clocked
buffoonery and gagoonery. Wait, no, I don't think I did.
Greg kept saying throughout the rest of the season. Like, I think it was the very next episode, she said, and with a competition like this, there's got to be some more buffoonery. And she said in a later episode, and in a competition, there must be buffoonery and riggery.
They got to call her out.
Yeah. Anyways, I thought that was fierce that they left that in and didn't be like, okay, we should remove that. Because in US, they would.
Even in the last episode, her saying, well, Dallas is being favored.
Yeah.
Got her name right.
At least she remembered it. It's kind of sickening, though, because it makes me think, I wonder if in Venezuela, where this was filmed, or Colombia, it was filmed in Colombia. I wonder if, like, TV standards are different.
TV standards are different.
Where maybe it's like, this is reality. Like, the reality is she thinks that this is rigged. So why would we remove that? If she thinks it is, that's the reality TV part of it. I don't know. It's very interesting. And so they move into the mini challenge, which is called the Taubate Pregnant Lady.
Oh, of course. My favorite.
Yeah. Do you know anything about this?
No.
Can I derail our entire podcast to tell you a story?
Let's go.
A sickening story?
Oh.
Okay.
Sicken me.
Sick in the head story. Okay, so let me just give you a photo example of the woman we're about to talk about.
No,
This
wait a
is who
minute.
the mini challenge is based off of.
Are you serious?
This is the woman. Yes.
Did they show this?
No, I did Dragvestigation.
Kelly Mantle would be proud.
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to take you back. I don't have the year because I'm a flop at my Dragvestigation notes, but I did read it. So...
Source, I read it.
Source, I read it on Wikipedia. Maria Veronica Aparecida Cesar Santos was an educator in Brazil, and she owned a preschool.
A Marisa preschool.
A Marisa preschool. Please. She owned a Marisa preschool. She had a son, but she started telling people around her that she was pregnante. And she was telling everyone she was going to have twins. And it was a really big deal, and everyone was very excited. But then her belly started getting bigger and bigger and bigger. She got an ultrasound and told all her friends, actually, I'm having twins. I'm having 5. And this is super rare because 1 in like a 9 million women have quintuplets. And most of the time they don't always survive. So it's pretty rare. And what makes this an exceptional eyebrow raise, her husband had his snip. So he was shooting blanks out here. So, miracle of nature, perhaps?
Yeah, the touched by an angel.
Divined. She was going to have, I guess, 1 boy and 4 girls. And so she named them Maria Clara, Maria Eduarda, Maria Fernanda, and Maria Victoria. Whoa. And her name is Maria. Oh. So let that sink in. With her announcement, all the radio shows around the area were like, we got to get this lady talking. We got to get her story. This is really cool.
We got to
this
get this
rare.
tea.
Yeah, we got to get the investigation going on right now. We got to get her on the air. She started going super viral talking about her pregnancy. And she even got this huge sponsorship with Pampers.
Patty Pampers. I'm sorry. I can't not.
Ooh. Patty Pampers gave her a full sponsorship.
Patty Pampers and Marisa preschool.
And they even gave her an entire furnished room for these babies. Like a furnished nursery.
Okay, so
sickening.
Then
right?
what?
So Miss Girl goes on this show called it's Hojem Dia, and there's this sickening presenter. Her name is Chris Flores. This is her. Diva, right?
That smile.
Like full diva alert. She's sickening. And she's hanging out backstage getting ready for the show with Maria, and she turns in and says, "Hey, I think that you're faking this. I just don't think that this is real." You almost spit your beverage. She's like, "I think you're a big old liar with a big fake pregnant belly." And she was like, "I want proof. I want receipts because I just don't think this is real." And Maria's like, No. I'm like totally pregnant. Trust me, bro. Like, It actually is happening.
No, just trust me.
It's real. I am actually pregnant. And Chris is like, well, can I touch the belly? Like, can I see the growth or whatever? She's like, no. HIPAA. So look, I've got my ultrasound here. You can look at that. They do the interview, and afterwards, Chris calls up a reporter friend. And she's like, hey, I need you to do some deep dive research because this bitch is totally faking it. I can tell, I know what's going on, and I can smell it. She is faking it. So this reporter goes back to her hometown and talks to her doctor and finds out that Maria's been running around showing this ultrasound that she downloaded off the internet and photoshopped something onto it to make it seem different. So I'm imagining like she just photoshopped like, herself as like a little Charizard. Like she's, like when the babies look like little gremlins, like put her face on it. And so they're like
Stop.
those little aliens, but they're like posed with her bob. Is what I'm imagining.
I'm excited.
This is around 2012. Okay, I did have a date. So, I mean, it was probably a decent edit. Meanwhile, while this is happening, Maria's like freaking out. She's like, oh my God, they caught me. They're going to get me, gal. We got to do something. I got to lawyer up. She calls up her sister and says, hey, can you help me out? I need someone to help. I need assistance here. And her friend is like, I've got this lawyer that can help you out, but he's going to be kind of pricey here. Lawyer shows up and says, I will help, but I need proof that you're pregnant. So I need you to go to the doctor and get an ultrasound there. I will be present. I want to see it. And when I know that it's true, then I'll represent you. Maria doesn't show up. And the lawyer's like, all right, well, I guess I'm going to the media now. Tells everyone, yeah, so this bitch was faking it. She doesn't have quints. She's not pregnant. A week goes by. Radio silence. Maria's hiding in her house trying to figure out what to do. Media storms are happening. She finally makes an announcement. And she says, in her exact words, I really dreamt of having a daughter. And basically implies that she had a little bit of psychosis because she wanted a girl so bad that she just faked the pregnancy to get the attention. And she did not realize that there was going to be such a hullabaloo about it. She gets sued by the original owner of the ultrasound for moral damages, and then gets sued for compensation for the entire suite that she got for her babies, as well as all the Pampers that she got for a year. Patty Pampers. And she went on to become known as the pregnant woman from Taubaté. And it turned into this huge meme. They sold costumes that looked like that. That's why in the mini challenge, they're wearing that ugly pink and orange tie-dye thing. Because they sold that costume with the pregnancy belly on it at Festival. Wow. Yeah. And that is the very true story of the women of Taubaté. And she apparently in 2025 started up a YouTube channel to blog about her life because she is, quote unquote, reconnected and reunionized with God. And she wants to share her life in vlogs now about her reunion with the Lord. Now that she's gotten well, she's better now.
No, that's a reunion that we can talk about.
Yeah. And that is, I think, more interesting than the entire rest of Drag Race Brasil Season 1. That was the podcast. Thanks for listening,
Germany,
everyone.
No.
So next up is Drag Race Germany. So yeah, that's why they are dressed up in those costumes.
That is crazy.
Isn't
and then, so that made sense because they're giving birth to like knights' helmets and saxophones. Yeah. Hanabishi appliances.
If you were in that pregnancy challenge, what would you give birth to?
A loaf of sourdough bread.
Where'd you get a piece of bread?
Like, period. The doctor would say that. And
Yeah.
I'd say I made it in my oven oven.
Not in your Dutch oven?
My what?
I would give birth to a VCR Rewinder.
The rewinder specifically, like
The
ones that
rewinder.
look like a race car.
and no one would have an idea what that did.
Literally, that's terrifying. That's right. That's horrific.
So they had to get in 5-minute quick drag again, which I hate. But I love that on all the machinery, they put Greg's face. I thought that was very funny. That's what I'm imagining the ultrasound was. It was like a bunch of babies, but with Maria's face on it. Like, ding.
Oh,
And Naza caught some shade again during this about her 5 o'clock shadow.
literally, Naza can't catch a break.
Have you seen it yet?
It's one of those things where it's like I'm looking for it because I was not aware of it, and I still didn't even notice it, honestly. But
Me neither.
maybe the camera, maybe it's one of those things where it's an in-person thing. Because
It's
like,
got to be.
yeah, I don't know.
I don't see it at all. Miranda's called as the winner, and they are going to do the Snatch Game. And for their for their runway, they're going to do a Carmen Miranda inspired runway. And didn't Fontana just do Carmen Miranda in the UK versus the World Snatch Game? I swear she did Carmen Miranda.
You're right.
I think so.
You're right.
You're right.
It's that info was like pulled from the back crevices of my brain. 'Cause
Yeah,
I did
right. That was
completely
only like
forget
2 months
about
ago.
Girl, it feels like years.
It's been a long time up in space. We've been floating around up here looking at the
I
void
know,
for too
time
long.
moves differently here.
Space time is
It's
different. Okay, so let's talk about these characters real quick, which I think this Snatch Game was not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
No, I actually thought it was pretty like easy to watch and
Yeah.
sit through, and I was surprised by some of the triumphs, honestly.
Me as well. So we have Helena Maldita as Narcisa Tamboyardagi. Tamboyardagi. I thought her nasally voice was funny, and her like constant dry eye blinking was very funny. I love when girlies do that. Ding 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 ding.
And like, what a transformation! I mean,
Right?
like, in face, in voice, in temperament, and how she like moved, like she just was so transformed, and I loved it.
I was shocked to see her out of such severe mug. I'm used to her being like, snatched.
I know she was giving daytime beat.
You'd think she was Jada Pinkett Smith out there.
Literally, that's what she was giving.
Shannon Scarlett was Inez Brazil. I don't really think that she got showcased very much. Except for the moment where she mentioned that she was getting outshined by Helena. Like, that was really it.
What a damning edit. Like, there's hardly anything of you shown, and when it is you, it's like, I'm really like getting overshadowed.
It's her fault that I'm not getting shown here.
Which is also crazy. Because I don't know. I feel that. I hate when someone does bad Snatch Game. They're like, you didn't volley with me. Or like, I couldn't do well next to you. Or it's like,
Right.
unless you're like Latrice Royale, like having like the romper room fuckery of it all.
Oh no, everything's ruined.
I feel like there's no, well, I won't say there's no excuse, but I feel like unless you're really in the trenches, like
Right.
you don't need to rely on the people around you.
Right.
Because sometimes even the host is not good.
T.
Sometimes they won't even volley with you, and you still
Totally.
have to make like magic happen, you know?
Right. Which is tough. I've not been in an improv situation like that ever before, but it does seem difficult when you're trying to be humorous and you're not a naturally very funny person, and then there's someone next to you who is being very funny.
Sorry.
This photo on the wiki is so funny. Her hair is frazzled, and you are
Dead
trying to like make humor, and there's
Yeah.
nothing happening. It would be easy to blame someone else.
Well, yes, that's true. And it's already like, I guess it's already, from what is described from people who are there, a Snatch Game, the environment itself is not really conducive to being funny. Like, you're
Right.
in like a dead silent room with like a bunch of like producers and stuff staring at you. And like, it's very
Yeah.
like tense and weird. So like, I feel like you're also extra sensitive to the things not, you know, going as you hope they would or as
Yeah.
they should.
It's like streaming. You tell a joke that you think is funny, but you don't get any reaction. You're like, was that funny? Did you guys laugh?
And
I don't know.
And it's one of those like 5 seconds feels like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like time's different. I mean, stop.
We have Dallas DeVille as Gilama Rousseff. This mug is so insane.
Listen, I already told you how I felt. I said that this looks like India Fair out of drag. That brown, like Justin Bieber-esque hair.
Unblended root.
That's my drag name, Unblended Root.
But you know what? I think this must have been a really spot-on performance because they were laughing the moment she started talking.
They were living. It's one of those things where it's like a political figure in the local sphere, I think is usually a hit.
Yeah. Whenever it's someone that is very cultural like that, I think it is hard for me as a non-Brazilian or a non-international contestant or citizen to connect with these characters because I'm like, I don't know what the impersonation is.
Yeah.
I usually vibe with the ones that are a little more ridiculous. Like when Marina did hers, like, I'm the baddest bitch in the game.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that is kind of lowbrow, low-hanging fruit, but it's really easy common denominator humor. So even if I don't... What's that? Miranda lowbrow, is that what you said?
Maybe.
Oh my God.
Sorry, I need to stop.
Please keep being like this.
I hear them everywhere. I'm going to keep thinking about Patty Pampers.
Please keep being like this. I wish you would keep being like this.
It's a little too Miranda lowbrow for me.
So dark-sided.
Adding that to my lexicon.
But yeah, they were living. But I liked stuff like that. Who was it that just did it in Philippines too? Was that Hanabeshi?
Mayor Joy.
Mayor, yeah.
Captivating cat.
Cat. Yeah, she was funny too in the way that she was presenting it. Like there was a certain aura about her that she changed.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ruby Ocean is Marila Gabriela. She just like talked a lot, huh?
It felt like, how do I describe this? It almost felt like a Snatch Game of like Katya's Susie Orman or whatever. Like it was just like blonde woman talking.
Yeah.
I don't know if there was a point. It was just blonde woman talking. But it was about because I wanted to like it.
Yeah.
I was like, it feels like this could be really funny.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Ruby has that sort of like, she has a sort of off the cuff kind of like natural, effervescent, like spontaneity to her that feels like it would lend itself well to this. But
yeah,
she flopped.
She did. And I've mentioned before, I kind of throw it down with Ruby. I think she's fun.
Yeah.
And so I was looking forward to her, and it just didn't work. Naza, my queen, is someone named Marcia Sensichivia. I thought she was breaking character way too much, and so it was hard to stay in it. And
yeah,
I don't think I got secondhand embarrassment. Like normally when people break their characters a lot, like I think Tatiana in All Stars 2, where it's like. You break and you're like not able to get back in.
Yeah.
I feel secondhand embarrassment because I'm like, oh shit.
Can't with that.
Yeah. Oh no. Like it makes my stomach churn. I want to throw up. But like with this, it was just like, oh, why?
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, especially because she was so good in her improv challenge at the beginning of the season. So it was like, this should be something you're nailing.
She is funny and she is like connected. How do I say that? I was supposed to say connected to humor. I don't know.
She's universe.
Stop. What? Not that.
This look is so funny to me.
It's giving drag queen showing up in a porn.
Yeah. Completely.
Like that's the face she makes when she finds them booty butt fucking.
Xana tweeted the other day. She was like, hey, any of you F words out there making any amateur porn, I volunteered to show up and be the drag queen in it.
Period.
And I was like, Xana, if you showed up in one of those, I would watch just for you.
That is like that is a dying art. Well, because also like I feel like they were only on the like men.com.
Totally.
Or the, like I don't even know if it was that prestige, but like the like ones where you had to pay $20 a month.
Yeah.
To have an access to that library.
Totally.
I feel like the girls aren't really doing that anymore.
I need someone to come in and be the lifeguard. But like, have you seen the intro of that? I can't remember if I've talked about this. It's this very like iconic, and it's memed all the time, and it's always joked about. It's like the right in front of my salad. There's this dude who's laying in a bathtub, and he's just like vibing, relaxing, and that's how it opens up. And this blonde bimbo breaks into the bathroom, and she's dressed like a lifeguard, full like Baywatch bikini, blonde hair that's curled, and she's like, blows in her whistle. You have to get out. There's a shark in the water. And he looks down at his bathtub and he says, I'm in a bathtub. And she says, but there's a shark in the water. And that's all I've ever seen from it, because it's a straight video and I'm not going to watch that. But it's my favorite thing. I can't believe this has never cropped up anywhere.
I'm speechless.
You weren't on Tumblr, were you?
Well, I was, but
okay.
I was on the more depressed side.
A mood.
I was on the black and white photos, Lana Del Rey music side, you know?
Forgot you were Alana gay. I forgot.
Reformed.
Organza is Maria Betania. I thought she was so dull and inactive the whole time. Anytime it would cut to her, she must have been doing a totally accurate impersonation, because she just like had her arm in the air the whole time. She kept playing with the mic, but there wasn't a single joke that I laughed at, but they were keying. I'm like, they must love this.
Yeah, it felt like she was very much nailing the energy of whatever this woman was giving. Mm-hmm. I was getting some sort of like, you know, how do I say it? Like late in her career, like been there, like very like, she obviously has like things that she does like very like consistently when she performs live. So I appreciated that it felt studied, but again, it would have been funnier if I had known this woman, because I feel like I was getting an understanding of who I'm picturing some sort of like, she sings like folk or like R&B. I don't know, like witch music. Like that's like what it was
Stevie Nicks.
Yeah, well, it's something like that. Meets like Jill Scott. Meets like, I don't know, Bjork. But she lives in like a hut, made of like sticks.
Period. Bog witch.
That's a word we need to use more.
Bog witch.
Are you in a bog like me? Yes, it was very boggy. A very boggy performance.
I just didn't think it was very funny. You know who worked me out?
Who?
Miranda Lowbrow, as it was Paola Carosella.
The chef.
Did you love?
I thought it was quite funny. I feel like chef characters are always really funny too. Like, I think the culinary world is just full of humor.
Yeah. This was in the same level as Nigella.
Yes, and there's also some similar like funniness to it, where there was some sexuality unexpectedly.
Yeah.
But was she a lesbian? Am I remembering correctly?
I think she was kind of playing a little bit of both fields.
She was an equal opportunist. A switch hitter, as they would say in Scream Queens. A bit of a switch hitter.
I lived, left, loved. I think it was, she said to Bruna, she's like, I can't taste you tonight because I only have a fork and a knife and you deserve a spoon. And then later on, like when I heard second to last question, she goes, hey, Bruna, look what I found. And licks the spoon. I'm like, period. It was so funny.
I like that it was a very like kind of quiet, confident performance compared to some of the others that were a little more like loud.
Yeah.
Or just like a loud, not like volume loud, but just like
character wise.
Yeah. It was a bit more of a eye grabby, like attention grabby characterization.
Totally.
This was very just like subtle, like playing to just what she's setting up for herself and for that, but not trying to like, I'm going to volley with this person, I'm going to jump off this. Like, She was very, like subtle in her approach.
I think you mentioned this with her run in global, is that you can tell she's just smart. And I think that was the thing here. You can tell she's just smarter than the room. And maybe smarter than what this production company wanted for the season. Because they clearly were not vibing with her. Even though she was, in my opinion, the most funny of everyone here tonight. In my opinion.
Serving.
And then we have Bettina as, oh my God, how do we say this?
Good luck.
Regina Hoka. It's spelled Regina, but they said Regina because I think their R's and their G's sound different to me. Regina.
Portuguese is something else.
You want to
course
do it.
corrected. I feel like every time they speak, I'm hearing Portuguese for the first time.
Totally.
Something about the language is just like endlessly confusing to me.
Completely.
Because it sounds like I don't know, it sounds romantic at times, it sounds European at times.
Sounds
like,
very Italian.
Yeah. Sometimes to me it sounds like they're speaking like Swedish.
Yeah.
But also they all like speak it a little differently.
Mm-hmm.
Like Dallas has a very specific accent where it sounds so interesting when she's saying things.
Yeah.
Miranda has a very specific accent and diction and she's very sharp in how she speaks. That sounds a certain way when she's speaking where I'm like, what is this language?
I'm obsessed with Scarlett's accent.
Ooh, I love hearing Scarlett talk, actually. I agree.
Whatever region
Scarlett,
she's
Shannon.
from. Shannon Scarlett. I love her accent. It's so pretty. And like there's something so like down home about it. It sounds fun.
My perception of Brazil as an uneducated person is I'm like, there's Rio.
Mm-hmm.
There is the Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's everything else. And I don't know how much of that there is. It could be countryside. It could be cities. It could be little islands across the water. Archipelagos.
As an uneducated American, my understanding of Brazil is there's a lot of forestry. And then there's that big Jesus statue.
Wait, what?
There's that
Big
huge Jesus, that big one who's got their arm open. And they're like outstretched. There's that big white marble statue of Jesus that looks over it looks over the city.
Oh, good Lord.
Is that Sao Paulo? Hold on, I'm going to Google it.
How far is that from Rio?
I've never been to Big Jesus. Big Jesus, Brazil. Yeah. Big Jesus, Brazil. It like literally looks over everything.
Whoa.
It looks over the whole town. It's gorgeous.
It's like the Statue of Liberty.
It literally is, but it's
That's
Jesus.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Where is this at?
Brazil.
It's in Rio. It's in Rio de Janeiro.
I know where that is. I know that place.
And the runway is called Carmen's Daughters.
Okay. Loved this runway.
Me too.
Once I understood what was happening, and it was like, how do I say this? It was like skin variants.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
how like there's like the epic or legendary skins where it is still the shape of the character, but a complete like redo of it.
Totally.
That's what this feels like. It feels
Completely.
like the legendary skin of a character.
Yeah. Here's the Carmen Miranda video game, and then here's the collaboration with drag queens.
Yeah, if they added Carmen Miranda to Smash.
Yeah.
That they don't really have legend. If they had her to Fortnite.
Yeah. Oh, okay. The Carmen
this would be
Miranda Fortnite era.
The legendary Carmen Miranda skin. I would love to see
that
her
was
with an
sickening.
AK-47. That'd be
I would play with her all the time.
kinky.
Oh, not like that. So my understanding is like it's supposed to be their drag, but if it was Carmen Miranda inspired.
Yeah, I mean, yes, but also like the big thing is there had to be the headpiece.
Right. That's the iconic part.
Because, for her, it's all about the headpiece. So it's what is your headpiece that is like, what is your fruit? What is your ambrosia?
How is your headpiece?
What is your cranium ambrosia?
Please welcome to the stage, Cranium Ambrosia. So let's do these then. Let's do all of them. Okay, so Naza's out first. Not really a headpiece, but I like it.
So she confused me coming out first because she has fruit in her hair.
Right.
So at first I thought maybe they were all doing like a take on fruit or something.
Oh.
Like they all had a different fruit or something. Like, which would also be fun. Like, okay, you're banana head. You're.
Are you banana head
Hey,
like me?
you're banana head. You're apple head. You're grape head. Very Gushers commercial tea.
You're broccoli head. And then Dahlia comes walking out. Fierce Brock ally.
The secret new contestant. This is probably one of my least favorite Naza looks because she has a lot of other things that I like.
Mm-hmm.
I do not like this one, especially because a lot of them also nail this runway.
Well, and she also described it as Snow White, but as a sexy, fetishy teacher. And I'm like, now what kind of story?
What kind of top model like photo shoot?
Very, very that. Organza is out next. I do like the monochromaticness of this.
Yes.
I think it's really pretty color palette wise.
I think that she has a really great grasp of color.
Yeah.
Because I think of that in her finale look too. Like I just think that like in monochromatic or like similar like very limited color scheme looks as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's really good at pairing color and creating like a good color story.
Mm-hmm. We have Miranda Lebrau, who said that she was Carmen if she got dressed at Sara, which is a shopping complex in Rio de Janeiro where you can find literally everything.
Fun. I like that print.
Yeah.
The headpiece is giving me sandwich stacker.
Scooby-Doo.
Oh, I was thinking of the DisneyChannel.com game.
Oh.
Where you experiment 627 and you're stacking the sandwich. Do you know what I'm
Forgot
talking about?
that.
Is that 627 the yellow one?
That was Ruben,
the one that
yeah?
Gantu had.
Mm-hmm.
Ruben, I forget that's his name, but yeah, the one that ends up being with Gantu in the show. I loved you in the Lilo and Stitch TV series.
I was thinking about there was a Scooby-Doo game where you had to sandwich stack, and that was how you got your HP back. If you found the kitchen in the middle of the game, you could go get your HP back.
My favorite Scooby-Doo game was the Scooby-Doo Cyber Chase game, which I played on PlayStation.
Ooh.
Scooby-Doo Cyber Chase is also my favorite Scooby-Doo movie because
Fierce.
I loved the video game levels. Did you ever watch that one?
I think I know what you're talking about, yeah.
They get trapped in a video game and it's so cuntalicious.
Yeah.
It's very Spy Kids 3D. Game over.
I love Scooby-Doo and Cool School. That one's fierce.
Love Ghoul School, anything with the Hex Girls.
Yes.
They were unafraid of a crossover.
I loved it.
The Harlem Globetrotters, Batman.
They had
No one was safe.
they had everybody on there. It was sick.
They would have done RuPaul if there had been overlap. Well,
Seriously.
I mean, Scooby-Doo is still going, but I mean OG Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
It would have been Scooby-Doo and RuPaul.
I hope that Rue does that at some point. That'd be fierce. That'd be really sickening. Any of the Rue girls actually
I
on
would
Scooby-Doo.
love that.
That would be so cool. I really like Miranda's look. It, to me, reminds me a lot of, I don't know if you remember when Art Simone was doing those headpieces all the time. And she'd go to the store and buy little discount things and make those intricate, like foamy headpieces, but then stick a bunch of stuff on it.
Yes.
It's cool. I really like that it represents her hometown as well.
Yes.
There's something cool about that.
I like that she is very big on incorporating a hometown into pretty much her entire package as opposed to like specific looks.
I love that. It shows a pride. Next is Dallas DeVille, who I think she misunderstood the assignment.
So like her headpiece being the biblically accurate angel, like I guess that is her justification of it. She has a headpiece.
Right.
I hate it.
I do too.
It's giving AI generated Digimon.
I was hoping that her explanation would illuminate why it mattered to her. And she said that her dad said that there's always someone watching her, which, like, I love that message, but also, like, how does that have to do with the headpiece?
And also, like, I don't know, the biblically accurate angel to me doesn't tie into her drag like
At all.
thesis.
Yeah.
Like, I would have been fascinated to see this, like, futuristic cyborg, like, kind of, like, headpiece moment, you know?
Yeah. Could you imagine it's, like, those computer chips and, like, a bunch of motherboard parts and wires and blinking lights
or,
and
like,
stuff?
something kind of Matrixy,
Yeah, that would be cool.
So I feel like there were a lot of interpretations that lended itself already to her very, like, particular drag lane. And she went for something that to me doesn't even feel like what I'm expecting from her drag aesthetic.
Yeah. You know who did? Bettina Polaroid.
No, we're witnessing the beginning of the Bettina uprising.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I liked her before. I thought she was fun. But from here forward, I'm like, oh.
Her puss is popping at such a decibel that I recommend you wear earplugs. It's like a concert where it's like really for the safety of like your eardrums.
Yeah.
You should probably it's going to degrade your hearing if you don't take protective measures.
We're in the mosh pit and we have to wear those because we're thrashing our bodies and our eardrums.
I feel like in the beginning half, and it's funny because it's like, it's weird because with some contestants, it's like the stars don't align with how your package evolves.
Right.
Because it's like you bring what you bring.
Yeah.
But with Bettina, there's like such a clear, like slow evolution of like, I don't want to say vanilla, but she comes in very like, not commercialized, but like it's a little, all the words I'm thinking of aren't flattering because I think of like watered down, I think of like commercialized, but like, you know what I mean? Where it's like, she was giving a lot more like palatable or like easy to digest, like very simplified version of herself at first. And as it goes on, she's getting more and more like punk and like
glam,
gritty and like high concept. Like it's very interesting compared to like how simple some of her like early things are.
Yeah.
And it's like, obviously it was all packed and brought together, but like, it seems like her stuff gets more and more impressive as the episodes go on.
I would agree with that. And it worked out very well. The stars align sometimes for contestants, but then there are others who sadly end up with really good looks at the beginning and then everything else just gets kind of worse. And then too, I wonder also, sometimes I wonder like, did you use a wig for a certain challenge that maybe you didn't want to reuse again, or maybe use an accessory that would have tied this together somehow? Did something fall apart and you didn't have enough time to fix it? As I do always wonder about that. Like, there are times where girls talk about, oh, I had a train and I had to get rid of it and I needed something else. And it was like, I wonder if you did have something really impressive and then it just didn't work, so you hobbled something together last minute. I do wonder sometimes about that. But yeah, she was great. I think she fulfilled the assignment. Carmen Miranda, but make it yours. So good. You know who else I loved? Ruby. Ruby Ocean did this really cool. She says she's from the hood where graffiti saves lives. And I thought that the silhouette of this was really cool. I'm a slut for big puff sleeves. And I really love the graphicness of that graffiti. And I'm obsessed with that orange wig with the like city on top, because those are like a bunch of little mini houses.
Super gorgeous look. Okay, but the hat. She lost the hat.
It did fall.
It felt like ill timing. It felt like sad, unfortunate alignment with a rough week. You could see she lost a little bit of her sparkle. Yeah,
sadly.
But it was such a fabulous look, though. I don't want the little malfunction to take away from it too much, because it is such a good look.
It really is. Helena Maldita was meant to be sharing a conversation about HIV and PrEP awareness. What did you think about her PrEP earrings? That's what I want to know.
The PrEP, the earrings. Get into the earrings specifically.
Yeah.
It's very Michelle Visage diva necklace.
Period.
You know, it's very that. Similar in stars aligning, even if I don't like the aesthetic of the look itself, I thought it was great that she did so good this week, and it aligned with an opportunity for her to share like a really huge story for her character.
Right.
Her character, this is not fiction.
Well, I mean, her character is a human being.
Yes, we're all characters, aren't we? For her to share like huge insight into who she is, and for her look to align with that, and for it to align with a winning week.
She looks gorgeous. I do not think it's much of a headpiece, though. It's a fascinator to me.
Catch that tea. I mean, yeah, if we're gonna give it to Drizella for her for her biblical angel headpiece. Like this is even less of a headpiece than Drizella's.
Yeah, because I mean, Dallas, it does have a headpiece. It's just not a Carmen Miranda headpiece.
But it's more layered and sort of intricate than this is.
Yeah.
Which is really just like fascinating fascinators.
Which is gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Love
Absolutely.
it.
Just not the prompt to me.
This is more riveting earrings.
Yeah. That would be a great runway prompt. Riveting earring.
Earring a ding ding ding.
Keep on earring ding dinging them bells, girl.
Oh my God.
Next is and last is Shannon Scarlett, who was doing a look about washerwomen.
Winner.
I love this look.
Runway winner. This to me was the most like, this is the legendary skin. Like,
Yeah.
because it like, if you're being told like out of context, like, okay, so there's this runway and it's this person who famously like has this really big intricate headdress, but they have to do their own interpretation of it. Like, she nailed it
Completely.
because it's like, it is a big impossible like headdress that is not for any other runway. Like,
Yeah.
it's very bespoke to this, but also it's such a clear POV that is in a total different direction. It's so good.
It was hot. I will say, when it first came out, I raised my eyebrow and I'm like, now what? And the more I looked at it, the more I'm like, wait, this is it.
Honestly, this is one of my favorite runways of the whole season.
Yeah.
This is probably the runway I'm going to remember the most from this season.
It was a good runway.
I can't
overall.
think of another one I like more, just because I just loved her interpretation of it. I just thought it was so brilliant.
Yeah.
It was such a good headpiece, and I just thought it was so cool.
Shannon Loki was the runway diva this season.
I love Shannon.
I'm really bummed that she did not make it to the finale. So Organza and Bettina are called as safe, which I think they threw a huge bone at Organza because she should have been, in my opinion, low.
Drag her.
I will.
You said with pleasure.
With pleasure. And I wrote something for Shannon.
Miss
Oh
Scarlett.
no, in Untucked. I wrote it right underneath her. In Untucked, Dallas gets the dog shit roasted out of her by Helena. And she's like, you could have worn a mermaid skirt with that shit on your head. And they were really ripping her apart. They were so mad that it wasn't Carmen Miranda at all. They were fuming.
I feel like the girls really do go in on each other sometimes in this season. Like, especially on runway. It's interesting because I feel like sometimes they're not even that hard on each other on like, you didn't do this part of the challenge, but they're very particular on like, this runway is not this for me.
Yeah.
Like, they're very big on the look and the presentation part of it.
Completely.
Which
Because
I
they did that
kinda
with Naza
respect.
too.
Yes. It's rare that it's not Naza getting whacked, honestly. I was surprised there wasn't. Well, she's gone. Wait.
No, she's still here. They did whack her a little bit too.
A slight whacking, but 9 times out of 10, there's a chance to whack Naza about something she's wearing.
They should have whacked her about that wig.
Well, I do. Yes.
The
Okay.
Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Listen, also love her, but then the nape of the neck is a little crazy. Like,
Oh my God, yeah.
Like, you could like put your tips in there.
Oh, the nude mesh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little crazy. Helena's called as the winner, which I did not agree with. I thought this was 100% Miranda's win.
See, I kind of loved Helena.
You're a stan.
I am.
You're a stan. And that's okay.
And this was where it really started clicking, because I was like, okay, come on, multi-level diva. Like,
Yeah.
I did not know that she was going to, and that was the thing, is I was like, I just was not expecting such a comedic triumph from her, because like, yes, Miranda was great, Miranda was hilarious, but I was expecting that from her.
Right.
I was not expecting her to like really sink into the character so fiercely and just be so good, and so different. So yeah, I do.
Would you say that Helena is different?
Don't do this to me.
I hear you. So you'd give her the points because of the surprise element.
Sometimes, well, it's sort of like Aquaria's Melania,
Oh, yeah.
where it is sometimes a like, whoa.
Melania.
Like I wasn't expecting you to be the funniest one. Because sometimes there's a sense of comfort. Like I think of like Jinx's Judy, where it's like, yes, I knew you were going to be hilarious, and then you were hilarious, and it was just comforting to watch that. Felt like a warm hug of comedy. But sometimes when it comes out of left field, that is a particular delight.
I hear that. That's how I felt about Miranda.
Clock that T.
Miranda Highbrow. And I thought her look was really good too.
Highbrow for you tonight.
She was highbrow. She was the highest brow. Her brows were touching the lace line. You know, when you do them so fiercely and they're just like, they touch up here. And then they curve out.
The brow is like under the wig.
I love when the girlies very clearly painted their brow too high because you can see the lace pinned on top of it.
It's covering it a little bit, yeah.
Smudging it a little.
Do your brows go under your hairline like you, like me? Like you?
We have Naza and Ruby in the bottom two to the song Shine It On. A random English song was not on my bucket list.
It's weird hearing a song in English that you've never heard in your life.
Right.
I'm like, are these the songs in English that y'all are listening to? I mean, at least it wasn't a bunch of random RuPaul songs this season.
Yeah, totally.
Like Philippines, after just getting through that, where it's either like a really cool, like obviously culturally relevant song, or just a random RuPaul song from 2014. Like, like there is no like in between. I feel like there was a broad scope of music on this season.
Completely.
Which I enjoyed because it gave a broad range of lip syncs.
Yeah, I would agree with that. What I thought was most funny is that Naza does her wig reveal and it cuts to Ruby saying immediately, as soon as the wig comes off, I prefer to lip sync to songs and feel the vibes, and I want to deliver a performance based on what I'm feeling. I don't want to just throw myself on the ground or do a hair reveal because it's not my kind of performance. And I thought that is a little evil and sinister, but also I'm so here for it that you're just like, in your own way, in your own long-winded way, saying, girl's doing too much. I'd never do that. I'm above it.
The timing of it was a little crazy. I'm not going to be one of those girls that just does this and that.
What did you prefer of this lip sync, in your opinion?
Well, I mean, I'm biased, and I was kind of rooting for Naza.
Yeah. I was rooting for Naza here because I love her, but also she was giving me desperate because she was like doing the hair reveal and then clothes were coming off and she was doing the messy cartwheels. There was a donkey kick in there.
So, okay. You want to talk about what's different? Cartwheels in Brazil are different. Because a cartwheel in Brazil can be anywhere from a normal cartwheel to I'm going to kick off like a cartwheel and I'm going to land flat like I'm getting in bed. Like I'm cartwheeling into bed and I'm going to get tucked in immediately after because they will land on their feet, they will land on their knees, they will land on their hip, they will land on the side of their body. Cartwheels are different.
I want to put Naza on like the same split screen as Serena Morena and James Mansfield, all doing their cartwheels. And I just want to watch them on loop, just spinning and landing in different directions. That's what I want. And you know that song that's like, I don't know if you're familiar with that song. I want that.
It's also giving just like, you know how that's hateful.
Say it.
You know how we all could do a cartwheel when we were 10?
Yeah.
It's giving, I can do a cartwheel because I did it 20 years ago. Yeah. And then you try to do the cartwheel and they're like, your legs are like perpendicular. Like you're looking like a T. Like
girl is giving frog. I think that it was a little mess factory. What did you think What is your interpretation of what Helena said? Because she said that this was the best lip sync so far this season, but then she said there's a big difference between being a clown and being an artist. Was she shading the girls?
That
here?
is like hateful shade.
Yeah. But
Who's
was she
the
talking
clown?
about them, or was she talking about the girls before them?
I'm like, because they're always whacking Naza. I was like, is this Naza shade?
It could have been.
Are they saying Naza's a clown? Well, because also sorry to cut ahead, but after Naza gets eliminated, they're talking about how basically how they're saying she wasn't present with them.
Yes.
She was a peripheral of like the camera and the television aspect of it all, but it never felt like she was there for like her drag and her legacy and her career. Felt like, I'm here, I'm on Drag Race, like
I'm having fun.
So I wonder if that's kind of what that also was like. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, let's talk about that since you brought it up. I mean, we'll get there in a little bit and we can just breeze through it. So after Naz is eliminated, yeah, Miranda specifically is saying the reason why she didn't like her is because they were having a conversation and Naza was just like, yeah, I'm here. I'm having fun. I'm sad that my boyfriend's not at the hotel for me. And Miranda's like, I'm here fighting for my life. I'm giving everything. I'm crying. I'm bleeding. I'm dying. And I'm rebirthing myself every single day to be here. And you're just having a good time.
Yeah.
You're not taking it seriously. To me, I kind of am envious of competitors that don't think about it too much. Like when I was in competition mode, I was the same way as Miranda. I'm like, I'm leaving the competition and I'm crying along the way home that I didn't win. I'm fighting for my life to win the following week, crying on the way there that I'm not going to win. And then there's people that walk in and they're like, hey, everybody, here to have fun.
But I'm also like, but she's 22.
Right.
I'm like, maybe she doesn't have all of her priorities in order. Like, clock that T. Maybe she is just like, I'm here, yes.
Or she was just having too much fun.
Can you blame a girl for having too much fun?
Girls just want to have fun. But like, do you have a problem with that? I don't think you've competed, obviously not in drag, but like, I don't think you've competed in anything, right? Like you never did sports?
No, like I did archery for a little bit, but it wasn't like...
It wasn't competitive.
Even when I went to competitions, like it was also like, I was never a competitor who thought I could win this. I was always a competitor of like, I'm going to see how good I can do, like compared to these people who are definitely going to win, you know?
You were Naza. You were just there to have fun.
I was the clown.
No, hold on. Not too much.
Clock that T.
Clock all that. Yeah, I don't. So I mean, you are the Naza in this situation.
I guess so. I'm cartwheeling. I'm clowning. I miss my boyfriend. I don't care about the competition.
For me, I mean, I'm not out here trying to say anything because of Miranda. I think you're fierce. I just feel like it was a little bit of envy. Like, why can she be here and be so free and literally not give a fuck? And I'm out here dying every day, waiting to win this thing, and you're not. Like, to me, that comes off as envious. Like, you're jealous that you can't just have fun. Because there are girls that leave Drag Race all the time that are like, I wish that I had a better time while I was there. I was too stressed. I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, and okay, also, do you know who famously had an amazing time on Drag Race? Bob the Drag Queen.
Bob the Drag Queen. Boob the Dark Queen.
Boob the Dark Queen. I feel like that is like a great example of someone who just like was having the time of their life and living it up, and it worked for them.
Yeah. And Thorgy hated her for it.
Okay. Period. Some people are mad.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, obviously everyone handles stuff differently. And, like, I think there's some people, myself included, who your brain is wired where you probably just, like, cannot get through that experience enjoying it.
Yeah.
It is just an anxious, grueling, awful experience. But... I don't know where I was going to go.
You had something insightful and then it was gone.
And then I lost it.
That's okay.
But I'm sure you can figure out where I was going to go with that. No, not really. Oh, yeah. But I feel like sometimes like it's hard to see someone who is one doing well, and up to this point,
Mm-hmm.
Naza was actually doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Like they were really living for her. This was her first like low point.
Mm-hmm.
But even if someone isn't doing well, like it's frustrating to be like, I'm literally like dying here, like struggling, fighting for my life, and it's weird to see you like have different priorities or like
Right.
being bothered by different things or not really caring about the things that I feel like you should care about.
Right.
If you're already in such like a high pressure environment.
I hear that. So Naza is safe and they call Ruby is out, which I was gagged about. I thought Ruby was going to go a lot further in the competition. And episode 7 is called Brazil Loves Puppets, where Helena, I'm not going to lie, I know you stand this diva, she was pissing me off.
What did she do?
She was coming for Dallas. She says, because Dallas got some critiques on the runway, like, congratulations on showing up. We're very happy you're here. She says, Dallas, congratulations on 6 years of drag with excellence, with a beautiful face. And today, finally, arriving in a competition that started 6 weeks ago. And I'm
Beautiful.
like, now, hold up. Because she already was punking on Naza and was crying really hard. And like, they explained later on, I think at the reunion too, that she was more just sad that her friend was gone. And they would have reacted that way no matter who sent Ruby home. But it was just like, first you're going to be over here punking on Naza. And I'm almost positive it was Shannon who was like, why are they always coming for her? She's just trying to have a good time. And they're delegitimizing her.
I will say, I feel like some of the, like, it's harder to accept the statement because they're so close with Bettina, and her doing the same thing is celebrated. She literally is in the bottom the first week, and like her entire story is like a rise to stepping into it versus like having it right away.
Right.
And like obviously Dallas does the same thing. Like she's a quiet start, she's in the bottom, and then she does great this Snatch Game. But they're mad about that. But then when it's like your friend Bettina who like starts slow, but then she like finds her stride, it's like, see, we knew you could do it, girl. Like you're such a success story. So it's harder when there's like a direct sort of, I guess, comparison in how they're being handled versus like when it's a bit more of an isolated thing.
Totally. It is an interesting double standard that happens there.
But it's that. Was it the Rio Alliance?
The Rio Alliance, the unspoken one. So they do, for the mini challenge this episode, they do puppets. And we get something that's never happened before.
Everybody loves puppets.
Everybody except
Someone
for
gets
Paul.
themselves.
Someone got themselves.
Okay, that literally sent me into a tailspin because I'm like, has this like really never happened before? Because I always wonder, okay, brain rot. I always think it's because people are handing them the puppets.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
There's a little person in that box, or there's a producer literally like contortionist, like rolled up in a ball, clutching the puppets, and they have to like hand them in there, and they're like,
they're digging their hand around looking for it, and they're like, there's nothing in here, and then one just pops up from
and then literally
the
a human hand comes and hands them the puppet, and they're like, oh. Could you imagine you're like feeling very like I don't feel anything, and then a human hand grabs you and hands you a puppet?
Insane. Speaking of human hands, have you watched Drag Race Italia season 3?
No, not at all. Nothing about it. Someone
Played the Thing in the Snatch Game.
The Thing?
The hand thing from the Addams Family. They wear. I saw a photo of this.
I know what you're talking about because I have seen that photo.
I just saw it like 2 days ago. There's a photo of a woman in a green suit and just her hand is exposed with a cunty nail.
I know what you're talking about now, actually.
It's dark-sided. But yeah, we get, for the very first time, someone gets themselves. And I mean, maybe the producer was doing it just to mess around, or maybe this was random here. But she chooses to swap with... Who did she swap with? She swapped with Shannon for Naza.
White elephant rules.
I kind of loved it. And the only one that I really thought was funny was Miranda's version of Helena. Oh, I'm sad that my friend went home. Wow, wow. Wait, the cameras can't see me? Wow, wow, my friend, I'm sad. Can I get my pen? Wow. The love of La Diva at all. But I thought her poking fun at her and making it seem like a lot of her blow up was for the camera was funny. And I was already grumpy with Helena already, so I was like, ha, get her, drag her through the mud.
You're like, you are the cursed child.
Did anyone stand out to you? It's okay if they didn't.
In the puppetry,
Mm-hmm.
honestly, I'm waiting for any puppetry to match Carmen Farala
Yeah.
doing Killer Queen.
Yeah.
I think about that so much because honestly, the puppet challenge like was never one that I was like, I look forward to it, or I'm like, oh my god, this challenge is so good. Like maybe there's some funny moments here and there. It's usually when people are at a breaking point with each other and someone gets some like tea or frustration out about each other. It's very rare that it genuinely makes me laugh, or I think it's hilarious. Like Carmen.
Yeah.
I think about Carmen. Honestly, recently, I loved Ovi doing Arizona with the vape couture.
That was
pulling
very
the
funny.
paper out of the mouth.
One that I think about a lot is Chi Chi doing Bob, and she's like, I'm from New York. Jokes, 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 jokes.
Jokes. So good. Again.
Yeah.
But I feel like in general,
Yeah.
nowadays, I feel like the puppet challenge is more so divisive. Like, hey, we're getting to the end. The reading challenge has already happened. I know you're pissed off. What do you have to say?
Yeah.
And there's one person who gets that one puppet where it's like, it's meant to cause chaos.
Yeah.
Chaos.
Chaos. That producer hands
Absolute
it to
chaos.
them,
Yeah.
knowing that they're going to make a problem.
Yeah, the thing
Yeah.
in the box.
So the maxi, Miranda is called as the winner, but really doesn't get any type of advantage. They hate giving advantages.
Hateful.
I hate it. The maxi is a double runway where they're going to present a white look they already brought from home, and they have to create a black look. And it is specifically mentioned that it has to look like it's part of the same collection. I will say these materials they gave them, insane. They were full dresses
It
on top of fabrics.
it was confusing because it wasn't like here's a huge spread of different black trims and materials.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, we sourced anything black we could find, including fully finished garments that you're gonna just have to repurpose, and then some like
Balls and
some
feathers.
black boas.
Yeah.
Literally some like, here's some black pipe cleaners, and then like a gown. Like it was literally like tomfoolery and then like a thrift challenge.
Yeah, I did not get what any of these materials, how they were meant to be utilized. Maybe they gave them full gowns to like mesh with things they already brought,
For inspo,
just in case they brought
it was like a
A-line
look
dress.
board.
A vision board.
Fully finished outfits, and they're like, okay, so here's what you're doing.
Yeah. I kind of wish that this was week 1.
Ooh,
This would have been cool.
And honestly, I love the idea of like still do a sewing challenge week 1, but hybridize it with the sort of like hometown best drag vibe, where it's like hometown look plus a sewn look, or something like that. Because I like this brought in one category, made in another category vibe.
Yeah.
But finding a way to adapt that to the opener,
Yeah.
where it's like who are you, and like who are you and what can you do kind of vibe, you know?
Thought episode 1, they have to showcase a white look they brought from home and create a look in black, and it's 6 of them. Episode 2, they present a look in black they brought from home and have to create a white look. Episode 3, they have to collaborate. They have to pair up with someone from the opposite premiere and make their looks that they already made match each other.
Oh my!
And then show off the other look that they brought. That could be sick.
That's fierce.
Yeah. Anyways, I thought this was one of the coolest design challenges that they've ever done. I really like the idea of this. Miranda shares this emotional story about her background and how that inspires her. And she was talking about her husband was going through chemo and when they were just dating and she couldn't be in the hospital. So they got married so that she could be there to make decisions and help him out.
Yeah.
And I was kind of just like getting mad in this moment because I was remembering times where like I know my straight friends have been in the hospital when their significant other was sick and were able to be there like making decisions with their family members about what to do with them. And it's like, this shit doesn't happen to straight people. It happens exclusively to gay people.
Yeah. Where it's like you have to like validate your relationship or your place there versus in other spaces as a straight person where that's sort of just naturally afforded to you.
Yeah. They're like, I'm their girlfriend. I remember one of my friends was hospitalized right before COVID lockdown. And they actually had COVID before people started knowing what it was. They were intubated and their girlfriend was there making decisions about their intubation because their family couldn't be around. And like they had to be medically comaed. And like this girlie was like making decisions for his health. But like if that was a gay person, they would have never done that.
Yeah.
So the girls kind of clear the air with Naza and she just kind of takes it on the chin, which I love that she just doesn't care. I love that she's unbothered.
She's young in the ways that are beneficial to her, but not in the ways that hinder her.
Totally.
Because she's not young in the sense that she is insecure or, you know, constantly worrying about like little details that really like hang up her game. She's young in the ways that she is like unburdened and like unworried and just like living her best life. But she doesn't have, like the insecurities or like because honestly, from the jump, I feel like she didn't really like, I don't want to say she didn't mesh with them, but they were all clocking her from episode 1. So I feel like she must have felt some of that resistance. Obviously, I don't know what all contributed to that, but she seemed to really just take shit in her stride.
Yeah.
And I respect that because at 22, I would not have.
I would not have either.
I would have been extremely in my head that all of these people, some of which are like really
established.
Exactly. Yeah. Like someone like Bettina.
Yeah.
Or like even Organza, because she seemed to have a huge stature in the community. These people not vibing with what I'm doing would really get to me.
Yeah. So when you look at a collection, what's important to you? Silhouette, colors, vibes?
I think like cohesion doesn't have to be visual. It can be vibe based. And I just feel like if there's a clear like vibe or energy, even if there's like ups and downs and like all over, like as long as it all kind of feels like the vibe is cohesive, it all came from the same like, was it like the same brainstorming session? It's all on the same look board. Like there can be a broad range on the look board, but as long as I understand why you made this choice and like where it's based in, like you can have variance in your aesthetic as long as the POV is still there.
I would agree with that. So we have a lot of looks and there's still quite a few episodes we need to talk about. What do you think about, we'll go through these quick. What do you think about Miranda's collection? Knowing that the white look came first and that she made the black one in cohesion with it.
It's tricky because the white look is the one I like less.
Same. I love that black look.
And and I mean, they appreciated the white look, but I don't really like the white look.
She said it was beachy, which I don't really get beachy from
other than the sandals.
Right.
Someone said Princess Leia and I couldn't unsee it because of that hair. I honestly really don't like this white look.
I don't like it either.
And it's crazy that she brought it because it's one of my least favorite looks. Her sewn look?
Gorgeous.
Shut down. Love it.
The lines on that skirt were immaculate. I don't really get how they work with each other. A beach look and a morning look.
It's okay, but it's also hard because in general, it's funny because they made them, but I like the black looks more
across the board
because all white, I don't know. It's hard to sell an all white look to me.
Yeah.
It better really turn the party, and Miranda's did not.
No. I kind of wish that they had walked these in tandem, like they did a split runway like they did in Holland 2. Do you remember that?
I thought you were going to say like the season 10 twin runway.
Oh my God.
Where they literally like, anyways.
We don't need to
rehash that.
No,
okay.
That was dark-sided. No, do you remember in Holland they did the black and white looks?
Yes.
I wish that they had done them split like this because they did all the white looks and then all the black looks. And I'm like, I forgot what the white one looked like. And this is supposed to be a collection. I want to see them together.
Fair. Yeah.
What did you think about Shannon's collection? She was doing RuPaul for the first one, and then she just said that she didn't just rhinestone her corset. She also made an A-line skirt.
You bet. I was dead because she was saying all that, and I'm like, yes, but I'm also looking at it. Like, I'm hearing you, but I'm also seeing. Like, I'm hearing, but I'm also both senses.
Ooh.
The white look was fun.
Yeah.
It's very like, how do I say? It's very like single digit season RuPaul.
Totally.
But I love that.
I kind of did too.
There is a certain like golden era-ness to it that I appreciate.
Yeah. Did you see Naomi's Despy Award look that she did for her most recent head to toe? She did a silver Despy Award look.
Yes.
It was hot.
Head to toe is like a holiday for me.
Yeah.
I love hearing her talk about clothing.
Yeah, me too.
It's so satisfying.
It's sick. Sorry.
But yeah, the white look was fun. I loved her being like, all my friends say I look like RuPaul. that was funny to me. I'm like, yes, you better work, diva. But it was cool to see, like, I don't know. I think that she doesn't do just like super like classic like old school glamour like this.
Yeah.
Like she usually has a little bit more of an edge to even like more glam things she does. So I like this very classic glam, but the black look was the fool to me.
I don't really like the soda can plastic necklace.
It's so that wrapped around a turtle's neck in the ocean. Rescue him. Yeah.
Save them. What do you think about Bettina's collection? She wanted to do Madonna tributes, and you're a Madonna girly, aren't you?
Vaguely. I do enjoy this era of Madonna. I enjoy like that early Madonna. I don't love I mean it's the vibe, but I don't like the way the jacket and the dress go together.
Right.
I like the leather jacket with the dress, but I like it more when it's like the black leather jacket over the white dress and the dichotomy of the two. The white leather, I don't really like white leather in general, but that's also just like a personal hatred.
It also wasn't very tailored.
Yeah, and it's like I get what she was doing, but it wasn't my favorite.
Yeah.
However, I actually love the black look.
The black look is hot.
Also, like, this does not look like Bettina.
No, that's what's surprising.
It's like, it's a little like viciously cunty and like the short hair. Honestly, anyone who can pull off short hair like that, like fuck off. Cause like, that's really, that's kind of slay.
That's Womana.
I know, to be able to be Womana in short hair like that
Yeah.
is like such a blessing. So good for her. I was into the black look, but this is also Madonna to me because this is
she says it's erotica.
Erotica, yeah. So I like that through line of like two different eras.
I think using Madonna as a reference point is a great vehicle to be able to make clothes because you can just reference her again. You got the same collection.
And also just like it's smart to have a very tangible like, hey, this is my clear through line reference between these two looks.
What'd you think about Naz's collection? This was my favorite, by the way.
Okay, and they hated it. I'll say I didn't love the white look as much. I don't love the super fluffy snow bunny look like this.
I thought it was so cute.
Aquaria did something like
Aquaria
this.
did almost
Second
something
Aquaria
identical.
mention of the night.
Yeah.
Weird.
We get into moods about certain seasons.
girls.
Yeah.
But yeah, Aquaria had this look in like the blue. Well, not this look, but the
was the
one that
ball.
was like the blue. Oh, it was the ball.
Yeah, it was her.
The Miami look.
Was it her Miami summer?
It was like the blue, the fur thing.
Yeah.
I don't really love that like super like puffy. I don't know if it's Y2K or like what era this is. It's not my favorite aesthetic in general, but I do think it makes sense for Naz's drag character.
Yeah.
She's very cutesy.
Yeah.
This is very cutesy. And I think it also feels like a sort of like a heroine to the villain of her black look or something.
Totally. I really love the pop of that black look, and I love that the lapels are the eyebrows. It's so good, and it's such simple styling, but it works so well. The spikes on the hips are really cool. I love that hair.
Yeah.
It's all very fun.
I mean, like having something that tapered to her body and the body being so right and the fit on the body being so right in a sewn look, I think is pretty impressive.
And it looks like a collection.
Yeah. Also, to anyone at home, if you know who Brittany Cartwright is from Vanderpump Rules / The Valley, I think that Naza looks like Brittany Cartwright.
Period.
Do you agree? Anyways.
Period. Next is Dallas. What'd you think about her bunny? It's meant to be the white look is her bunny that she loves now, and the black one is her bunny that passed. Her very first bunny. I love the through line. I think that this looks like a collection.
It looks like a collection. The first look is like a diplomat in like a sci-fi movie. The second look, I actually weirdly kind of like the second look more.
I do too. I don't know what it is.
They said Donnie Darko, and I saw that, and I kind of liked that. There's something weirdly like. Okay, it also reminds me of Loris's bunny zombie.
Yeah, very that.
I feel like she's like the missing link in all of this.
Loris is the evolution.
I don't know how much to say about the looks. In lieu of that, can we talk about her response to her critiques? Was it this episode?
I think this is her out, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? This is the episode where Greg calls her out, isn't it? Because she's pulling faces when they're critiquing her. Or is it next episode?
No, she's out this week. Oh, no, she's not out. Yep, she's out this week. Shannon sent her home.
This is the episode, isn't it, where they're saying like you look like you didn't enjoy yourself or like whatever, and she's like pulling faces, and Greg is like, why are you making those faces? And she says whatever, and she's like, okay. But then in the deliberations with just the judges, she says, do not roll your eyes at us. So I'm like, did she roll her eyes and they didn't show it?
I don't think she rolled her eyes.
Because I'm like, why would, if she rolled her eyes, why would they not show it?
That would be important to the mood.
But the way that Greg was talking about it, it sounds like she was more directly disrespectful to them.
Mm-hmm.
But then in her explanation, which I believed when she said it, she was just saying like, I'm just surprised because like I experienced it differently than what you're saying it came across as, which I understood.
Mm-hmm.
But then Greg was saying like, this bitch was disrespecting us and like calling bullshit on us basically with like her reaction.
Yeah.
So I thought that was more interesting than the looks.
I agree. What is interesting to me about this season is that the girls are commenting kind of outwardly about some of the nonsense that's happening, the buffoonery,
and not getting cut out either.
Yeah. Normally stuff like that gets cut, and girls will talk like in Roscoe's or whatever, like, oh, I said this or I said that, or like, I know I made this face and it didn't make the edit. And it's just interesting that they're visibly shocked or calling out some of the nonsense that the panel's saying to them, because they're like, this, what you're saying is not congruent with what my experience is.
Yeah.
And I see what you're doing. And so for me, like you said, I believed her when she was just like, I'm shocked because I was having fun. So I don't know why you're saying this to me. And so then Greg being like, don't roll your eyes at us. It was sort of just like, well, she's got to go. So I got to say this.
Yeah.
I got to find a reason to be mad at her.
Yeah, I could tell she was cooked because she gave her explanation. Greg was like, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It kind of made me mad.
I was like, this bitch is done.
Yeah, you could tell. What do you think about Helena Maldita's collection? This is not a collection. This is not a collection at all. Also, what is this face giving me? It's like handsome Squidward, but it's like, what is that? It's so evil. It's so evil.
I know she was paying hummus to her fungus, and this was like an OG Maldita mug.
Yeah,
but it's funny because like neither of these looks to me are like, and I will say I think that was the critique they gave her, was like, this is just like not up to par with your package.
Yeah,
of like, maybe this is like some like a part of who you are, but like everything else you've been showing is just a little more elevated,
right?
And she even said, because they kind of like set her up for it with they asked her about her sewn look, like, how do you feel about this? Because she won the last look, and her mermaid sewn look was off the chain. The T, and this is such a simplified sewn look. Yeah, but she says like, I'm happier with this one than I am the mermaid dress, or like I like this one more. Basically,
that's nuts.
I know, and And that was what was crazy, is like I couldn't tell if she was aware of what they were trying to lean into, but the question was very much leading like, well, how do you feel about this? Because it's, to us, not as good as your last sewing challenge package.
Right.
And she was very like, I like this one more. This one feels more true to me. And they're like, oh, well, we like it less.
It's so weird.
But I feel that.
Yeah. Why wasn't she in the bottom?
Well, I also don't want that for her because I
That's
love
fair.
her.
That's
but
super fair.
I get that.
Next is Organza. I do see.
Okay.
Oh, what do you
say?
think?
What were you gonna say?
I think that there are elements that look like it's a part of a collection, specifically with the hair and the choices that she made there. But I'm evaluating the looks, and for me, I like the white look better than the black one, which is just, I mean, it's literally like pants, kind of, and that's really it. There's pants and a bralette and gauntlets.
That's fair. I mean, I'll say if we're judging on through line, I feel like Bettina has the through line. But like individual looks, I really like both of these.
Do you?
That white look especially, that white look is super dope. But honestly, I love that black look too.
I love it.
I just feel like they're both very her. They're very like singularly impressive. I agree that maybe they don't have the like connection between each other. But it was one of the few people where it's like most of them I liked one, but I didn't like both. I liked both of these, and so that kind of took an edge for me.
I like them individually, but I don't like them as a collection. And the black look I don't like as a design look.
Fair.
I think it's just such a cop-out to create a literal bra and pants. That's it. Gauntlets and a couple straps. I don't know. To me, I guess the design is kind of there, but it's not anything that's making me excited for it.
I'm not gagging.
No.
I mean, I'm gagging because like the smell.
Nelsa is called as the only one safe, which I think was bullshit. She had the best concept, I think, overall. And like, if we're looking at these as a collection, I think hers was totally a collection. Miranda's called as the winner of the challenge, which I thought was weird.
So like this definitely to me felt like a constellation win.
Yes.
And I'm going to leave it at that.
I agree. And they also gassed up Bettina for her evolution, but then didn't lead with anything. So I thought that was odd too.
Which I'm like, obviously she gets her flowers later, but this felt like a win for her to me. It would have made sense. But also, like I said, constellation win, like she should have had her win already, Miss Lowbrow.
She should have had the acting challenge win, and then she should have won the roast later. So Helena is called safe, leaving Shannon and Dallas to lip sync to a song called Decadence avec Elegance, which is another English song. And I thought the song was banger, but both of them were just like GTA dancing to me.
Not the GTA dancing, please.
Dallas was totally GTA dancing, and the way that Shannon was doing all her drops off beat was laying foundational groundwork for Mandy Mango. She was laying the path so that Melinda Verga could death drop off beat, so that Mandy Mango could death drop off beat.
Literally laying the brickwork.
Totally. Shannon is called safe, and we move to episode 8. There is going to be a Brazilian festivals ball, but first they do another 5-minute quick drag. They go and take photos in front of a background that's like Brazilian iconography and get a bucket of water dumped on them.
Oh, God, I actually, this felt like rage bait because I was like, these girls look like they were not ready to get wet and didn't know these outfits were going to get wet. And I felt bad because some of them had things that clearly looked like they were not going to recover from that water.
I agree. And some of them looked pissed. When Miranda flipped off the camera, I'm like, that came from the sun.
That was real.
That was real. That wasn't
so
a joke.
No, because none of their reactions looked anything other than like, wait, no. Like, they were all that like, no, wait, no, I didn't know this was going to happen kind of reaction. Just like, oh shit, like, there goes that outfit. Like that's literally what it just felt like.
Yeah.
I hated it.
Shannon had like ostrich, I think is what is on her. She has ostrich feather. And if that gets wet, that's ruined, right?
I believe so. I mean, I couldn't imagine it bouncing back.
No.
Or if it does come back, it's never the same.
Never. Greg mentions that a season of Brazil wouldn't be complete without buffoonery, riggery, and a ball. But then doesn't really explain what the categories are. Like breezes through them really quick. So I, as an outsider, did not understand, but the show's not meant for me. Category 1 is Maracatu. Category 2 is Festival de Parites. And then 3 is Bate Bola. So, I mean, there's a lot of looks in here. I don't know. I feel like, how do I say this?
Speak your truth.
As someone who is non-Brazilian, or you know what? I'm going to back it up. As someone who is an eagle screech person,
Okay.
when we are evaluating the balls of when we evaluate the ball challenges of an international season, like I think about the Spain is different situations.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of include what some of the specialness is of these looks, like why we're talking about food and places and colors,
Yeah.
you know? And so they kind of loop us in as foreigners to understand why these are important. And I feel like the way that the confessionals guide the narrative helps me understand like why this matters and why this is culturally relevant, so that we can understand who are non-citizens, but also for people that are not plugged in. Because I mean,
Yeah.
there are times where on Drag Race, not that they've done too many cultural runways, but there are times where people will share something culturally that's happening in the US and I'm like, I've never heard about this. I didn't know about this thing. And so it's cool to understand their experience, where with all of these runways, I don't really think I got a sense of why there's, who is the very first one that's out? It's Bettina. Like, I don't understand why she's in Rainbow Fringe for her first one. I don't understand the importance of these feathers or what this third look is. And I also am just like, when it's a ball, I want that third look to be sewn too.
Very much so. No, I get that. And it's weird that this followed a sewing challenge.
Right.
But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like the context that I gathered only came from seeing like the through line in everyone's collective looks for a category. What if we just said like highlight of each category?
Ooh, yeah. I will say I loved Organza's first look.
I was about to say she had my favorite first look too.
It was so hot, so 90s.
For me, first runway, Organza. For me, second runway, Shannon.
Ooh, yes, that one's so hot. It's kind of like gestury.
Well, because it was the black and white, which most of them were, but she also cut that with the red and blue, which a couple of them did as well. But I just loved her personal silhouette and interpretation of it. Although honestly, I liked the second runway a lot for most of them.
I loved the second runway for almost
that
all
one
of
was
them.
really fun. And then for me, my third runway was Miranda.
Ooh, yes, I would agree with that. I think she had a really good third. I love that it has so many textures. It's so many colors. It looks like a festival.
And something Miranda, and I think they even said that her package has been very connected to the culture, the people, the history, the celebrations, the traditions of like her culture. And she's really made a effort to integrate that into her drag. So I feel like this runway was very much like natural to her.
Yeah.
So it was cool to see her like continue to honor like the traditions of like, yeah, Brazilian culture and like especially Rio and like the celebrations of like her city in particular in her drag.
My other standout for that third one was Shannon's as well. I love the print on that gown. I'm crazy about that print.
Love the print, like a was it a statement print but in matching separates, and then with the parasol.
Yeah, it's hot, and I love the feather work on it too.
Yeah.
And so the winner is called as Bettina, which I don't know if this was her win.
Yeah, Listen, we've been talking about consolation wins. I feel like last week's was Miranda, and this happens on Drag Race sometimes where there's like a backed up queue
Yes.
of consolation wins where
Yeah.
it's like, well, this diva needs her win, so we're going to
Yeah.
give it to her this week, even though this diva should have won this week, so
Yeah.
we'll give her one in a week or two.
Totally.
So it almost felt like Bettina should have won last week, but then she needed her flowers for her upward trajectory.
Yeah.
So now she gets the win this week because Miranda got the win last week. It's very much giving that.
It's giving Lanesha.
The cue of people needing to be celebrated.
Which is funny because it's like almost every episode. It's like they gave those 2 wins to Organza at the beginning that should have been dissented to other people. So it's like every single week they're playing catch up. They're like, okay, well, I guess we'll give you a win here, but we have to give Naza a win. So I guess we'll give her a joint. But now we have to give a win to Miranda. Crap. Now we have to give a win to Shannon. Who do we give this to? Like, it feels like they're constantly shuffling around, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
So they give that win to Bettina, and the bottom 2 are Helena and Naza. I need to look back up at Helena's package again and just scroll it really quick. I don't think this is the worst.
They, from this point onwards, are harsh on Helena, I feel.
Yeah, really unnecessarily
Because
harsh.
her last look I thought was super fun. I thought her middle look was, honestly, I thought all 3 looks
all looks are great. I love
were
that
really
neon
fun.
last one. That's beautiful.
But she goes, I feel like her 2 wins were a little unexpected. Like, I think she totally deserved that Snatch Game win. But I don't think I saw her as someone winning 2 episodes, I think, in a row.
No, she won that design challenge, the mermaid one, and then Snatch Game.
Oh, yeah. But like her winning 2 episodes in such close proximity, I feel like that really like put her ahead. And
Yeah.
I feel like they almost need to like balance that out.
Yeah, I hear that. And they lip sync to a song called Dois Chavalos. I thought they were both fun. They, I think, got that nasty swag of the song that it really needed. They had good stage presence. But, I mean, this could have been the double save, maybe. I don't think it needed to be later. I just don't think they liked Naza. They were ready for her to go.
Listen, it was the end of the Naza era. Everyone was over. It just like, I feel like if she had kept going, everyone would have really turned on her.
Yeah.
Because people had words for her even the episode after.
Yeah. In episode 9, the Drag Shade Brazil, they open up by just roasting the shit out of her. We already talked about this a little bit already, but I just don't think that there was a need to drag her through the mud just because she wasn't locked in as the rest of them.
Well, because like Miranda opens it by saying basically like it's uncomfortable to say things to the person's face. So now that she's gone, I'm just going to say like I never understood what the judges saw in her. Basically, like this bitch is not as charismatic as they say she is. Like I don't get it. I don't see it. I don't understand why they lived for her so fiercely. And everyone else was like,
Hater.
yeah, like didn't really have a good experience with her. Like we all feel like we were all on the same page.
Jealous.
And she just like had a different wants and different like values.
Pure jealousy. Calling it right now. Pure jealousy. She was out there having a good time, having fun, and they hated it. They hated that they were stressed out of their minds. So they start out with a 5-minute makeup No, it's 10, isn't it? 10 minutes to do an animal that they all draw randomly. Whack ass mini challenge. And I honestly think that Shannon won because she kept going. Well, she was like,
This was insane. They said, okay, you're going to be an animal, but we're going to give you no mirror. We're also not going to let you look at the source photo. Like, okay, paint yourself like a bird, but you can't see yourself and you also can't see the bird.
Yeah.
Like,
crazy. This was not Shannon's win. This was Helena's win.
God, this is crazy. It was extremely crazy.
I just want to look at the muggatry one more time of Helena because, I mean, holy smokes, she looked good.
Panther on the runway.
Do it. Oh, while the girls say, welcome to the J. Jolie jungle with the elephant sound. I think it was hateful that they put a sloth on here. Just hateful. It's crazy. And then a snake? Like, what are you supposed to do with a snake? Like, what on earth was Miranda supposed to do with a snake? At least Taylor Swift got to be seen in Brazil.
At least, like, I don't know. I would have preferred, like, like one of the colorful birds.
Mm-hmm.
If I got the sloth or the snake, I would have been like, girl, it's a wrap. Like, this is not Transformations with James St. James.
The Maxi Challenge is going to be a roast. And this is the one time where there's an advantage. Shannon wins the mini and she gets to choose the order.
Fuck Miranda Lebrau and the mini she won.
Fuck all these girls who won minis. So Bettina's first out in the roast. I thought she was a really strong opener. And you know what? I want to shout out Greg for laughing at a lot of these jokes that were not funny throughout the whole roast. They would be like, and I'm here today, breathing. And Greg would be like, ha 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 ha.
Greg took an edible and it got her in a giggly mood just in time.
Can I say something really hateful?
Say it.
I'm someone who gets made fun of for my laugh all the time, so this is really like not kind. Greg laughed a lot like Jade Jolie. Every time she laughed, I'm like, it's the race chaser Jade Jolie sound that they always use. And I should not have said. I might cut that later.
No,
I might cut it later. Steve, cut that. Yeah, I felt like she was laughing like Jade Jolie the whole time, but she kept laughing at things that were not funny.
She was cordial laughing for sure, but
like gutturally laughing.
She was being a supportive mother.
I think she was crossfaded. I think she took an edible and had some Elks.
She was like, "Listen, this could be really rough. I need to make sure that I'm ready to support these girls.
I need to be high off my mind." Organza's next. I thought she looked gorgeous, but she was doing that really quick talking thing where you're very nervous, and so no jokes are coming. You're just talking really fast, breakneck speed.
Just get through it. Get it done. Get out.
Honestly, I do the same thing. Shannon was next, and I feel like hers ended before it started.
Okay, yeah, literally, like she got a couple jokes out, and one of them was really like what's the term? It was just very like clunky and awkward, and then it was like over. It was done.
Fast. I did appreciate that she got the panel to do her mouth pump. I think anytime that you can get your audience to be interactive with you, that's fun. And when she incorporated that into, and Junior, if I ever see you at the sauna, I'm going to be making that sound again too. I was like, period. You better offer him some oral because he was cute.
You better solicit that man.
Helena Maldito was very confident in making casual observations. I love it. I love comedy that's like, and you are sitting here today, and you are also here, Greg. Like,
I feel like it makes sense for her though. Like, I feel like she's very much like of that. Like, that's like her kind of humor is to just be like a little like casual cunty.
Yeah. You know what I want to see for a roast like this one of these days? I want a queen to go up there and be like, all right, everyone, we're going to play a game. I spy with my little eye someone who's busted. Shout out when you see them. And then look over. Oh, they're right there. Oh. And like do that, like play an interactive game. I spy with my little eye someone with a unibrow.
Well,
hi, Michelle.
Was it Saltina on Canada who was talking about Van? And they're like, blobfish. I'm gonna just let you Google that, and then they just like moved on, like something like that. Like it is kind of hilarious.
Yeah, I would love that. But yeah, I thought Helena looked beautiful, and then I think we talked about this before. I think I'm crazy. Miranda won this. The moment that she walked out and she said something like, "I feel like a rescue worker showing up after a major disaster and having to fix something." She got it from me, and she roasted all the queens while also including Junior, who most of the girls were like, and you, I don't know who you are.
She actually knew who he was.
Yeah. And I don't know that I feel like that would kind of suck for a dude who just showed up in a queer space and is trying to have fun with drag queens who doesn't know the humor because they were all doing a lot of inside jokes.
Yes.
Referencing old critiques and old runways. And he was just trying to have fun with it and laugh. Like laughing at the drag queens for hee hee ha ha.
Good sport.
But it had to have felt bad for any time they went to go read him being like, I didn't know you were going to be here today. So I guess you're here and you're a man. And I don't know, you suck or something. Go eat shit and die.
Low key.
Like that all none of their humor to him was like funny or kind. So for Miranda to be like, hey, I'm sorry that they were all so rude to you. Let me just welcome you into Drag Race. This is Shannon Scarlett, and these are all her problems. Let me list them out. Here's why Organza has this issue. Here's what I hate about Helena. Like, I thought it was fun to bring him into that world.
Yeah, but I honestly, I thought she really nailed it, even though they said she didn't.
Yeah. And then her line, I wrote this down because it was good. I couldn't close the show without mentioning her. The greatest drag artist the show could bring here. It put her in a hard, almost impossible task. She works with shitty stuff. Please give it up for Greg's makeup artist.
So good.
I loved that. That was the best. And then the runway category is glitter glam, where I think Miranda's the only one who did glitter. It's a lot of mirror balls. It's a lot of crushed glass.
Okay.
It's a lot of rhinestones.
Clock that. The reflectiveness of it all.
That's not glitter.
Can we reflect on this runway?
Yeah. Did you love any of these? Like for glitter?
Is glitter not also what it was on 11 when Gigi was like, Gigi doesn't do rhinestones?
Oh no, it was 10 because Cameron was like, I don't wear glitter fabric. I think glitter is ugly.
Oh,
And they
for
had that
Cher.
glitter for Cher. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that you really clock it though, I agree. It's a ton of mirror ball. Honestly, none of them were like, oh my God, I love this look. I'm going to remember this look. I'm obsessed with this look. Probably my favorite of them was Miranda's.
Yep.
But I don't think any of them are like, I'm going to think about this look for weeks on end.
Yeah. Miranda's killed me. And what pissed me off in critiques is they said, hey, Shannon, we just really feel like you did not bring enough variety in your looks. Like this silhouette is way too similar. Which, to what?
Yeah, like, okay, then like cut to what it's similar to.
Right. Show me the Kimmy Couture runway of all four of the exact same walk. Like, show me that. Because what is it similar to? And then literally 5 breaths later, they're like, Bettina, we love that we told you to do glitter and you give us another rock star. And this is her third one. I'm like, so where is the consistency here? That pissed me off.
Clock that tea.
It made me mad. Greg asked the question after critiques, which leads to a lot of fallout, specifically with, I think it's with Shannon, because she hears something completely different than what Miranda said. Miranda says that she doesn't think that Shannon has the, she can handle the pressure of the crown. And Shannon hears that as, I don't deserve it.
Yeah.
But like, I understand where Miranda's coming from, where it's like Shannon's young, she's a little green, she doesn't seem like she can handle the pressure of it. When she has someone come for her, she kind of claps back. And when you have to wear the crown and you have to take that title, you kind of just have to hear criticism and move on.
Yeah, it's funny because it's like I feel bad. I feel both ways because it's like I would hate to hear that said about me, but I feel like she kind of like, I won't say she proved Miranda's point.
She kind of did.
She sort of validated that point by just saying like, I like her response was showing just like a short. I won't say like she was showing her frustration very quickly, which I think also could just be a byproduct of the pressure cooker they're in.
Totally.
But I think Miranda was just kind of clocking that.
And she also said like, I'm going to clap back at her, which is kind of a cop-out to not answer the question. To just be like, well, I'm mad at her for saying
Her even saying that, I'm like, yikes, I wouldn't have said it like that.
Right. I mean, you could have just said, well, I think she's one of my biggest competitions, so I'd say Miranda.
Yeah.
Bettina says Shannon. Helena says Organza. Organza says Bettina, since she took a little while to catch up to everyone. Which Bettina ends up winning the challenge. Bottom two are Organza and Shannon, and they have to lip sync to a song called Festa. Can I speak my truth?
Oh, speak it.
Organza was Mess Factory. She looked like she was about to rob a bank because she had that she took off all the stuff. And so she's just over here in full bodysuit with the face mask and everything, looking like Diamante Mary Brown as RuPaul.
Stop.
She's looking like she's gonna rob a bank, and she looks crazy. She was death dropping off beat. She was dancing off beat. And I mean, Shannon ate her up.
Clock it.
Did you enjoy this lip sync?
It was definitely like a really fun, high energy lip sync.
Yeah.
I liked that. Also, they kind of connected in the message of the song.
Mm-hmm.
And so there was like a united like energy and pride and like passion in their performance beyond just like wanting to stay. It was also just like, we want to represent ourselves. We want to like really like do it. So I loved that.
Yeah. Do you think it was worthy of a double?
Well, listen, I kind of knew what was to come, because like when Shannon was called first, well, because also even the way she said it, because she was like, Shannon, you are an icon, and for that reason you're safe. And then she said like Organza was safe, like after giving this feel, like I just kind of knew that Organza was not about to be eliminated. Like I just could feel it in my bones.
Yeah.
It's hard because, how do I say this?
You can tell she's a production plant and they weren't going to get rid of her.
Not too much. I would say it's one of those double saves where if the person they wanted to be safe all along had just done better, it wouldn't have been a double save.
Totally.
But because the person who won the lip sync was maybe not the person they wanted to be the survivor of the lip sync. Like Shannon just did so good.
Yeah.
And like, obviously she gets eliminated in a couple episodes. So like, it wasn't in the cards for her, but like, I feel like it was more in the cards for Organza. You know what I mean?
Totally. Well, and it very clearly was not meant to be a double save based on what happens next week, which in episode 10, the Carnival Makeover, we get a video message from worldwide traveler Norvima, who spoke in Portuguese. It was giving me, I'm so sorry, Norvina, I know you're listening. It was giving me the Top Model commercials where they're like, en esta economía.
Stop.
To Mexico. It was giving AMTM. And they bring in 4 different dudes that will be made over. And Greg goes, hey, production, where's the 5th guy? This has never happened.
Okay.
They are breaking the rules all the time down here. Hey, what are we supposed to do? There are 5 girls and only 4 guys. At first, I thought they were going to double one of them up. I thought they would be like, all right,
I know, right?
Organza and Shannon, since you both survived last week, you're going to double up and you are going to work as a trio. Like, that's what I thought they were going to do, which I thought was going to be crazy. But then she goes, so I should just use my best judgment. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? It cuts to the crew who are all working and literally doing that thing. Like, don't look at me. Don't look over at me. And she just picks one random dude.
Literally. They're like, hey, you gay. But I love that there's sort of a candidness in acknowledging like, hey, we thought there were going to be 4 people this episode. Like, there truly was not a plan for there to be 5 people here.
Yeah. Which, to your point, if Organza had done better in that lip sync, then they would have exactly what they want. But it was very clear that they weren't supposed to do that.
Clock, bitch.
Clock, bitch. So they cut to the runway, which normally the makeover challenges are pretty inconsistently judged. What did you think about, we can blast through these. What did you think about Shannon and Scarlett? Sketch.
What's her name? Really? Sketch?
I wrote down Sketch.
Fender, Sketch, Brenda,
Becky,
Shelly,
IQ, Luann, Joey, Jesse, Mikey, Becky, Bix,
Noreen,
Darla, Polly, and I, Link. And I'm Tracy.
Shannon looked great.
She looked great.
Her partner was the fool.
Why did she give her ripped up tights?
Stop. Ripped tights, long sleeve,
I would have been pissed.
leotard, and a pink headdress.
I would have been pissed.
It's just a bummer because I feel like all 5 of them put effort into their carnival look that they clearly were not anticipating they would have to remake or make a accommodating look for on the fly.
And they made these there, right?
So yeah, because they brought their look and then the makeover look they had to make there, but I don't think there was any like hint or plan or premonition that the carnival look that they brought was going to be part of a coordinating set.
Yeah. What'd you think about Bettina and I think it was Setana Claquette?
Oh, because it's like the was it the clacket, like the action,
maybe.
like boop,
Oh, maybe.
the little.
Oh.
Because she was saying that's the person behind the camera when they're doing their confessionals.
It makes so much sense.
So it's
now.
like the camera and the clacket, and I think the clacket is the like action, and then the little like the black.
Oh, the black clicky thing.
The black
action.
Coco
Yeah.
Montrese's clutch in season 5, episode 1.
Yes. Okay, wait, I love this so much more now.
Okay, period. Clock that T.
It's very pretty. It's very Jareth Ball to me. Dance, magic dance.
I'll say I loved Bettina's look. I don't necessarily see the like connection between the two, but her makeover partner did turn the party with that, with their little 1-2 step they were doing. I love that.
She was feeling herself, and he had already been put into drag, which is why they had the name, I guess. The Satana or Kaitana, whatever that is. I guess that's why. And I did like their little sambas that they did. Although it cut away really quick. They started to samba and it immediately cut to Greg reacting.
Like, no, show us.
Right. I'm like, don't want to see her. Miranda and Gushta. What do you think about that?
Gushta. Are you giving Gushta?
I'm giving Gushta. Gushta, I'm gorgeous.
Did you get the T in Gushta? I will say
and pride.
a little bit the fool.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but like especially her makeover, those pants with that top, like it was just not it for me.
I feel bad. Her makeover looked really rough. Like she did not plan to do that. What is this universe planet fabric that she chose for the top? Oh, it's so bad.
Yeah.
Love Miranda LeBrow, but that's a low brow.
Love her, but it just like truly definitely is not giving.
I did not understand when Organza said, well, I'm Organza and I love fabric, so naturally I named my daughter TNT. Did I miss something?
I think I'm low vibrational. I really don't know what it means.
I don't get it at all. So that's who they are. To me, I think it's a brilliant idea to choose a color for your runway, because
the
you're
pink
like,
and green of it all.
yeah, because it's like she brought it up herself. She does not know what the ethnicity of the person that she's going to make over, and she kind of understands that in Drag Race there is a sort of disadvantage when white folks get people of color, or when people of color get white folks.
Yeah,
that there's an automatic like, well, you guys just look like friends. That it's a stock critique that gets thrown out a lot. So I think she was smart to kind of plan, like, I don't know what critiques are going to use. So she did the loud effect, where you just do something bold and bright, like what Crystal did with her Bert and Ernie. Where it's like, you just do something loud and they can't really say anything about it. However, the visible corset on this jolly green giant, the texture that's on this bralette, she literally looks like the guy on the pecan. You know what I'm talking about? You know the dude on the peas who's wearing the loincloth?
Wait, green giant.
That's Red Robin.
Stop.
Red Robin.
No, because it's something similar. It's like ho ho ho. Green giant.
I think you're right.
But it is like the same cadence as Red Robin. But also like I hate it. You can see the corset bumps under the bodysuit.
Bodysuit,
my bodysuit.
It's Jolly Green Giant.
So Green Giant.
I hate it.
I liked the pink and green of it all.
Yeah. It's very Cedar Jean.
You know, this was a polarizing look. Even when I looked up this season, it was a lot of people like someone posted it and was like, "What did you think of this?" Like she ended up winning this challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think that there is like more than matchy, like I do prefer complimentary,
Mm-hmm.
but like it's hard for me to get the connection between the two of these in particular. You know what I
Right.
mean?
I feel that. And the one that I thought won was Helena in Africa. Oh, Africa Veneno. I don't know why she chose that name, but I thought they looked fierce. I love pink and blue. I think those are cute together. I really, really, really love it. And I thought that for a look that she made, that's sickening. You're making faces.
No, no, no. I'm just processing.
Totally.
I'm just processing it all.
So who won for you?
Honestly, I kind of want to say Bettina.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's sick. I love those colors too.
I did kind of like Bettina's, even though the partners didn't really match. Because like with Helena's, like I like the idea of these together, but I feel like Helena's is just such a clear showstopper compared to her partners, which is trying to match that level.
Yeah.
But it's like Helena's has the overcoat. It's just so much more volume. Whereas like I feel like at least Bettina did to me the best job in matching the volume and magnitude of her grand look. Because like hers with the wings and the headpiece like that, it was clearly a showstopper. Whereas like Miranda's matches, but I don't think Miranda's on its own is a showstopper.
I would agree with that.
Whereas like Bettina's was like kind of like a moment on its own, and I think that she was able to elevate her partner to that level to an extent.
I would agree. The winner is called Organza. I've never disagreed with wins so hard for someone that's going to win the season, except like Paloma. A lot of Paloma's wins I did not agree with, and almost all of Organza's wins I don't agree with. I think they all could have been redistributed to other people, in my opinion. And the bottom two are called as Miranda and Shannon. They lip sync to a song called Guesto, where I think Miranda was really locked in at the beginning, lip syncing post-verbally to those sounds. But then what the hell was she doing with the makeup? She was like putting liquid lipstick all over her face.
Like this purple, like, yeah.
She was like doing like ritual carvings in her face.
Stop. She literally wrote something on her forehead and I was like, what is that? What does that mean? And then she like kept doing it, and then she made some strange choices. She like ran in the back and she danced with the girls in the back for a minute.
It was giving in Doctor Who when you see the silence and you have to make a mark that you saw them. Like it was giving that. And in the finale, I won't lie, I skimmed this. There wasn't really a lot to talk about in the reunion. Aquarella is named, right? As
Aquanella. Aquanella gets Miss Congeniality. Runner-up was Ruby, which I also could have seen.
Fierce.
But good for Aquarella.
And in the finale, Bruno gets to get a little feature. He looked so good.
He looked great. The girls were gagged. They were not ready.
I would have been gagged.
It was weird to hear him talk.
I've never heard Bruno speak. Except, oh no, he does that massage thing, the happy endings or whatever.
But I had never even watched that before. So it was just it was weird to hear him just be like, hey, how's everybody doing? And then he had his little jacket at the end. Very cute.
They are going to perform in Greg's MV Party Every Day. So this was really just like a vanity project, I think, for Greg. They didn't even get lines.
When I realized it was the Greg song, I was a little gagged. And then, yeah, like you said, they didn't record original verses. They were video vixens, essentially.
But they got pens and clipboards. So I thought they were going to write lyrics.
What were the pen and clipboards for?
I don't understand. Maybe those were the lyrics so that they could learn them. I didn't get it. I did like the video messages. I love that International Drag Race does the video messages from home.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why Mainline doesn't do that.
I think it's sweet, the notion of, because on US Drag Race, I think it's alluded that basically everyone had a video message.
Yeah.
Either recorded or shown for them that we didn't see. but they were dispersed throughout different points and untucked.
Right. And we just don't see them.
Some people, it was not shown. Some people got eliminated before theirs were aired. Some people, they didn't air it because they knew they were getting eliminated that episode when they saw the video message. Like, mess. But I feel like saving it for the end makes sense because it's almost like a reward.
Yeah, totally. Did you enjoy the MV? I did.
MV Peru.
MV Peru.
It felt short.
It was quick.
It felt very brief. I feel like I didn't get enough of a chance to really like lock in on how everyone was individually doing compared to even like, because main event they didn't have verses, but I feel like I was able to in Philippines. I was able to
most recently
recognize how everyone was individually doing, or even like there were enough even group shots of everyone performing together where I could see like how's this person doing compared to that person. But with this, I felt like it just was all a bit too brief.
And it was a lot of shots of Greg.
A lot of Greg. I honestly had to rely more on the like the flashback scenes when they were critiquing them.
Yeah.
And they would cut back to clips of them. I could be like, oh, I see that.
Did anyone stand out to you in the My Best Drag runway?
Oh, in the runway? I mean, I really liked Organza,
Me
I
as
will
well.
say.
It was very cool.
This was what I was alluding to earlier when I was saying that she's really good at like unifying colors and creating like a strong color story. Yeah. And I feel like these shades of brown all together were just so perfect, and like the hue range. I loved the wig. I loved the shoulders. Like I loved the silhouette. It's funny because like I maybe wouldn't necessarily immediately think like, oh, this is a finale look, but in her package, because a lot of them are, I don't want to say more casual, but more like she's not doing like pageant glam.
Totally.
Like her glamour is still a bit more casual.
Yeah.
This makes sense for a finale look for her. So she's my 1, and then my 2, Miss Bettina.
Bettina looked hot. My number 2 was actually Ruby Ocean from the Eliminated Queens.
Oh,
I loved
snap.
that crimson look with the gold leaflets on it. I loved that headpiece. It was so hot.
It was really cool. And for that, I actually really like Shannon's. I loved her weird little like wig with the like tendrils. Yeah. And like she just looked so glam. It was great to see her.
Shannon was the fashion girl this season.
She turned it.
I wish that they had cut 2 girls before the final lip sync. I think 4 for a mid-tempo song is kind of messy. It worked for, what is it, El Memento? I think it worked for that in Mexico because it was a ballad. And so they were able to park and bark. But then when you got a mid-tempo and you're moving around, 4 people on a stage, it was giving me season 11.
I was already gagged that it was a top 4 lip sync. And then this song, I was like, this is such an interesting finale song.
Right. It didn't feel triumphant in the way that finales usually do.
Yeah. I feel that. It just felt like a mid-season or like towards the end kind of lip sync.
Totally. The song is called Envolver, and I thought just all of them were kind of messy. I would have loved if it was just cut down to like, I don't know. They loved Organza. So, I mean, she should be up there because they loved her. And like Bettina maybe. And just the 2 of them.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, gosh.
My ideal top 2 would have been Shannon and Miranda.
Damn.
I love Shannon.
I feel like it's so hard because, like, I feel like realistically, with how they were judging the season, would have been Organza and Bettina. I would have loved to have seen Helena there too, though. Like, I really like came to love her this season. Yeah,
she was fierce. She was really sick. And I mean, Bettina grew a lot. I think a lot of them could have won, but I think it was very clear what they wanted to do, which is a bummer. Organza is crowned as the winner, and my truth is, if your nipples come out during a lip sync, it's a wrap. Like, you're done. And her nipples were out almost the whole time.
Or at least have a little, like, put some stars on your titties. Just a little star sticker.
Production suggested that you should put something over that.
Little happy face stickers.
The Walmart ones.
Yeah. Just the little yellow happy face stickers just right over those nipples.
If I ever do drag again, I'm going to do that. I'm going to cover them with the little happy face stickers. Just 2 ones right here.
Double-sided tape and then just boop right on.
I don't want to be unkind. So I will just say I totally disagreed with the winner here. And I think a lot of the problems with Drag Race Brazil was the length of time that the episodes were. Did not feel conducive to learning anything about any of them. Like, I don't know anything about these girls. Not one thing.
Yeah, like, it's funny because they shared, like, little slices of, like, trauma and things that happened to them. But, like, even just, like, I think it's hard because I was thinking about this after we talked about last week. But I think it's just harder because coming right out of Philippines where it's a good competition, but also we are getting such, like, deep insight into who these people are and, like, just their personalities come across so clearly. And I think it's one of those things where it's like so much stuff ends up on the cutting room floor, but it's like when you think about Philippines and they're getting ready for the mini challenges, the clips they choose to include are not them stressing out over them having 10 minutes. They're showing the clips of them like, oh, that's your look that you're wearing for that, or like just
That's
like,
hip hop.
yeah, literally like funny stuff like that, and like their interpersonal interactions and like how they're handling the like stuff like that. But then like with a season like this, the clips they choose to include are like, oh fuck, like I can't believe we only have 2 minutes left, and like the drama and like the stakes and whatever. But you know, it's all in how you edit it. But we didn't get a lot of chances to just see like some like no stakes, just like show us how this person thinks or how they interact with the people around them.
Yeah. Or any glimmers of personality.
Yeah.
I think I learned a little bit about Miranda, a little bit about Helena, a little tiny bit about Shannon, but we had 12 episodes. And I don't think I'm going to leave this season quoting anything from this.
Or even just like lean into like, let us know all season like why they don't like Naza.
Yeah.
Like have clips all season that kind of like clue us into the disconnect and stuff like that, you know?
Let us know about the Rio connection. Like, tell us about that.
The Rio alliance of
that
it all.
I think would have added stakes for us as viewers because they're not seeing the edit until they're right there in the moment. It was like they wanted them to be just as surprised as we were, but they were there in the moment and knew what was going on.
Yeah.
So it was like, you don't need to hide the edit from them.
That
They were there.
It's no surprise to them.
Right. And so I think that was one of my biggest problems is that there's just no story. There's no anything. And like, what am I watching an hour and 10 minutes for? To learn not a thing. And I think a marker of a good season is can I walk away from it and remember parts of it? I don't think I'm going to remember a lot of this season. I'm going to forget a lot of it.
Yeah.
And like 2 years down the road when there's a look that looks like something that somebody wore, I'm going to be like, there was that random girl in Brazil. Who was she?
That one bitch.
That one bitch. Yeah, like, I don't know. This falls, I think, lower for me than Thailand 3. Because at least Thailand 3 I can meme. I don't like that season at all. But I can meme the hell out of Thailand 3. Because it's just, the production was so bad. And the storytelling was so bad. And the favoritism for Spicy Sunshine was so bad.
Listen, I haven't seen Thailand 3, so I can't speak to it.
Yeah, sure.
But I will say you can't do a Drag Race Brazil fact of the week.
No, never. I literally could never think of one if you asked me to. Other than like, what was the name of the camera that Bettina was named after? Like, that's all. Anyways.
Literally. First name Bettina, last name?
Camera.
Is it Bettina Canon? Bettina Sony? Bettina Fujifilm?
At least I can like automatically recall like from so many things from Philippines, so many things even from Mexico. I feel like I can remember stuff. Queen of the Universe.
Queen of the Universe.
So good. Any last wrap up thoughts about Brazil and any controversial opinions?
Well, you know, Miranda, even though people do not like Global All Stars, we'll get there when we get there. Miranda was people loved Miranda on Global All Stars, which is funny because watching this, I realized people don't really like Miranda in Brazil context.
Yeah.
I was
Which is
gagged.
weird. I don't get it.
But that being said, I think it just proves that this entire cast, it's not a problem of this cast is bad.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like all of these queens are quite lovely in their own way. It was just the presentation of it. Like, I feel like they all need to be on another season.
Yeah.
Like, another Brazil season, like an All-Stars versus the World, a global, like something like a lot of these queens. Like, I would love to see Helena again. Like, I don't know.
I would love to see Bettina
And
Shannon.
And even in just like what's interesting with Miranda is like a lot of what I loved about her on Global, I feel like I didn't even get to see on this season.
Yeah.
And this is in her native language. She should have more. And like, this is like her franchise. Like, she should have more opportunity to show herself. So
Totally.
It's weird that her is like a mid out on a global all-star season. Like, I feel like I got to see more of her personality and flavor,
Which is not really how it normally is.
Yeah.
You'd see them better on their home turf. I would agree with that. Next up, we're talking about Drag Race Germany, and we'll slow it down for Germany. I think you and I both agreed after a couple episodes, like, we gotta pull our way through this season real quick.
Yeah, it just and also there's so many. There's so many to talk about. They can't all be 4 or 5 episode boogaloos. Sometimes we gotta just rush through.
Yeah.
So we can talk about Diane Brill and how she doesn't speak a word of German.
I'm so excited.
You're not ready. You're not ready for it all.
I'm not ready for Barbie Breakout, apparently.
The question remains, is Barbie going to actually break out?
And there's a queen named Barbie on this season too,
There's
right?
Barbie Q and there's Barbie Breakout. Battle of the Barbies.
And I know this is where Tessa comes from, and I know this is where Naomi comes from.
Yes.
I'm so excited for
Two divas
Naomi.
you already know.
I'm so excited. Thank you all so much for listening. If you enjoyed this podcast, it's called That Sounds Gay. Give us a rating. If you didn't enjoy it, this is Sibling Rivalry.
This is Race Chaser.
This is Race Chaser.
This is rebooted.
Yeah, totally. Thank you all so much for listening. Remember, you're doing a great job. You are doing the best you can, and that is all you can do. Goodbye.
Bye.